Australia's relationship with China continues to sour after Beijing suspended a long-standing human rights partnership and cancelled a bipartisan study tour. Diplomatic divisions are on full display as one Liberal MP vows he won't be silenced and former Prime Minister Paul Keating slams anti-China hysteria.
Was all smiles as the Prime Minister met the Chinese Premier just a fortnight ago.
Very good, thank you.
Li Keqiang pledged to get the relationship on the right track, but it's been thrown off course as Beijing blocks two Liberal MPs from a planned study tour next month.
I think this is disappointing.
The Chinese embassy warns Andrew Hastie and Senator James Paterson need to repent and redress their mistakes before they will be welcome.
Look, I'm not going to repent. We're free to speak our minds on issues.
Mr Hastie has been a vocal critic of China on human rights and has told Sky News the study trip had been about mutual understanding.
And I've copped a fair bit of criticism over the last few months, and partly my motivation for going was to demonstrate a willingness to engage.
That eagerness to engage, though, undoubtedly damaged as China suspends a taxpayer-funded human rights partnership with Australia. The agreement, which promoted policy workshops, now frozen after 2 decades of cooperation. Despite its demise, the Prime Minister insists the broader relationship is on the right track.
And that comprehensive partnership provides the channels for us to deal with all these issues. We're not China and China's not Australia.
As the current Prime Minister calls for calm and cooperation, another former Prime Minister warns Australia's approach to China is failing. Paul Keating declares the nation's foreign policy isn't responding to the rise of China, arguing it lacks any strategic realism.
The whispered word communism of old is now being replaced by the word China.
The former PM also lashed parts of the media for drumming up anti-China rhetoric.
There's alarm in Australia at the scale and speed of China's rise, and this comes out particularly in the hysteria in the media.
I'm not going to commentate on Paul Keating's commentary on the Australian media. I mean, what I'm doing is seeking, I think successfully, to manage the many interests that are part of our very dynamic and comprehensive relationship.
And we need to continue to engage with China on points of difference.
Another frank assessment from one former army chief.
We are pants down to China on strategy.
Further proof that the China conundrum continues to confound Australia. Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.